Hi, it's Guy DiMartino. I am a Northwest Indiana estate planning and probate lawyer. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about life insurance and how it can be an important component of somebody's estate plan. But you have to really think it through because there can be some consequences that you did not intend. If you have any questions about an Indiana estate plan or probate matter and you'd like to get in touch with me, have a phone call, an in-office conference, or anything along those lines, you can set an appointment at indianaestatemeeting.com. So here is the fact scenario. I met this person who was a single parent. He split time with the child's mother, and he was a younger guy, and he really wanted to be able to take care of his child if something happened to him. So this gentleman went out and bought himself a whole bunch of life insurance, but he knew that his child was young, and if something happened to him, he didn't want the baby's mother to get access to the money, so he thought that the best thing to do would be to have his parents as the beneficiaries of the life insurance, with the understanding that they would use the funds to take care of his child. Great idea. No problem with the parents. This is not about a story about the parents absconding with the money. But these are some of the consequences that this gentleman would have to think about regarding the life insurance. So say the unforeseen happens and he passes away, and his child is a minor, and the money goes to the grandparents. And for a while, the grandparents go ahead and they're given money and they're supplementing the child, and they're going to save some of the money for the child's college. And that's great. They're doing the right thing. But then they go ahead and fall on some bad times, and they have a whole bunch of creditors. If they have this money and this money is not adequately protected, creditors can go ahead and pluck that money, which was really intended for their grandchild. What would happen if the grandparents passed away and they did not have this money protected in some form of trust? Then the monies would go ahead and go according to their estate, and not necessarily all the money would go to the grandchild, because they had other children, and so even if they had an estate plan, arguably those monies would be divvied up between their children, and only a portion would end up going to their son's child or their grandchild. And that was not what this life insurance was intended for. So probably the better way to handle this would be, could use that life insurance to fund a trust when he passed away, have a testamentary trust for his child. So either the estate, if you wanted to go through a will, would be the beneficiary of the life insurance policy, or he could have prepared a trust now and then had it funded at the time of his passing by having the actual trust be the beneficiary of the life insurance. So at that point in time, the trust money would flow into the trust. You could have the grandparents as trustees, but it doesn't mean that that's the grandparents' money. So then, if something were to happen where they would have creditors would not be able to attach those funds, or if, God forbid, they passed away, then the successor trustee would be able to manage the funds for his child. So, great idea, really thinking, but sometimes we have to think it all the way through, and that's what lawyers do. If you have any questions about a Northwest Indiana estate plan or probate matter, you can always give me a call. I am Guy DiMartino. Have yourself a great day.